Let me give you a little backstory about my dating experience. I was not allowed to date until I was 16 years old, but forcibly, I got my first boyfriend when I was 14, my first official boyfriend when I was 14 years old. It was a forced situation. I got on the school bus on the first day of school of my ninth grade year. By the time I got to school, I had a boyfriend. His name was Carlton Morris. He was 16 and I was 14. He decided he was my boyfriend. There was no discussion. He just looked at me in the face and said he liked my freckles and that I belonged to him. And he was relatively attractive, so I just let it happen. I was like, okay, all right. It wasn't a biggie. However, by the time I got finished with lunch the same day, I had two boyfriends. I had another boyfriend who forced himself on me as well by the name of Travis Perez. Now, Travis was in the special ed class. No one informed me of this. I found out on an accident. I accidentally walked past his classroom and realized that for his first block, he was in the classroom. His third block, he was in the same classroom. And by the time his fifth block came, we had had lunch and I asked him why he was still in the same classroom. But I also noticed that the classroom didn't have any windows and all they ever did when the bell rang was change seats. And that's how I realized, oh my God, he's a little slow baby. Once I figured out that he was a little spicy, neuro-spicy as you call it, he started to get very neuro-spicy with me. He would become very physically violent with me. He would yoke me up in the hallways. He would go and get fake hall passes and write me out of class. And my teachers would allow it. This man would dry hump me at school. And nobody did anything about these occurrences, right? And one day in gym, I decided I'd had enough and I didn't want to have two boyfriends. Mind you, Carlton was aware that this slow boy was walking around calling himself my boyfriend. He was just like, well, there's nothing we can do about it. We both know I'm your real boyfriend. No help at all. When I decided to break up with Travis Perez, this monstrosity of a man, and I do mean a man because he was significantly older than me. When Travis graduated, I know for sure he was at least 20. Okay? When Travis got the news that I didn't want to be with him anymore, he hit me in the face with a basketball. These are the men, these are the boys that I have been out here dating.